Sports fans, this is day 10. This is the final day of the Olympics, and traditionally, the Olympic program ends with the men's marathon. Men's marathon has been part of the modern Olympics since 1896. Spiridon Lewis won back then. He was a Greek farmhand. And there's also the rumor that a young farm girl finished in right under 5 hours, Mel Palmanen too. But we'll talk about that another time. The race on August 8th was about a couple things. Who could stick out what they knew was going to be a hot and humid race? And could anybody beat Eliot Kipchoge? Eliot Kipchoge burst onto the scene in 2003 at the ripe old age of 18 when he won the gold in the 5,000 meters at in Saint-Denis. I was there. I was watching the event. I didn't know who he was, except that he was a pretty good cross-country runner. And the announcers were poo-pooing him because they had Hicham El Guerrouj and Kenenisa Bekele, and with 200 to go, Eliot just dusted everybody. And Eliot won Olympic medals in 2004 and 2008 in the 5,000. Did not win gold, and we kind of wondered what was going on. Well, he was moving into the road races, which took him a little while. And 2013, 2014, we started to see him. And by 2016, he was the king of the roads. And he won in Rio in a much cooler race. What he did here was interesting because he had been beat at London a year ago and finished sixth and surprised a lot of people. But he went back to his roots and just trained. And the Zen master of the marathon prevailed. The race, again, was hot. It was over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The humidity was close to 100%. 30 elite male marathoners dropped out of this race. 30 out of the approximately, 105? So that's the highest attrition rate. The dropout rates in big city marathons are like 1%, okay, of the entire field. This was like a quarter of it, 25%, so it tells you. And people were fried. The lead pack came down to Kipchoge, Abdi Nagaya from Netherlands, Bashir Abdi from Belgium, Lawrence Chirono from Kenya, Ayed Lamsadem from Spain, Suguru Osako, Galen Rupp, and Alphonse Simbu were in a pack. There's about a pack of 12. And then with 12K to go, Eliot Kipchoge said the party's over. He dropped a 5K bomb that was right around 14:28. And that was Galen went off the back end. Galen finishing 8th place. Simbu finished 7th. Galen ran 2:41.11. Alphonse Felix Simbu ran 2:31.35. Suguru Osako tried as he might, was 2:10.41. He was less than 25 seconds back from 5th place. And that was Ayad Lamsadem from Spain. 4th place was Lawrence Chirono, 2:10.02. But Chirono, Bashir Abdi, and Abdi Nagia battled out for the silver and bronze. Eliot Kipchoge won his gold, defended Rio with a 2:08.38. And remember, his time was like 2:08.11 in Rio. So, pretty close in terms of time, although I think the conditions here were horrific. Abdi Nagia from the Netherlands ran 2:09.58, and he was cajoling and waving at his training partner, Bashir Abdi from Belgium, to sprint. And Bashir did, running 2:10 flat, and he beat Lawrence Chirono out for the bronze medal by 2 seconds. But Eliot Kipchoge, the Zen master, was at the finish warmly congratulating everybody. How good is Eliot Kipchoge? Eliot Kipchoge, in my mind, will go down as the greatest marathoner of all times. Not because of the sub 2 hour publicity stunt, which I thought was fun, and I thought it brought a lot of people to the sport. But you don't need to have, a continuous number of them. And it's not a race. We are about racing. Olympics and World Championships are races. And the skill set to do well in those events is not something you learn, quite frankly, racing the Diamond League, because I think it's two different things going on. And championship racers are much different than people who can run in the big city marathons and the big city races. But Eliot Kipchoge can run anything, and that's because he trained well. He had a cross country and track background. He put it all out on the track. He put it all out on the roads. To medal in an event on August 8th in the men's marathon, you had to be something special. And the gold won by Eliot Kipchoge, the bronze for the Netherlands by Abdi Nagy, the silver for the Netherlands by Abdi Nagy, the bronze by Bashir Abdi from Belgium, were hard earned. And differences of a second or two or four will play through your head for the rest of your lives. Galen Rupp was in his third Olympics, and he had already won silver and bronze. I was hoping to see him medal. I think he came pretty darn close, but he knows better than anybody. It's all about doing it one day after another. And that's what the Olympic marathon should teach us. If you get a chance, watch the whole coverage of the marathon for men and women. Wonderful coverage, and it will inspire you. But that was the men's marathon, and this is the end of Tokyo Breakdown, the reviews of the events. Special thanks to Mike Deering, who is our program director and who manages all of this craziness, including trying to keep me on task and making sure our servers are working and all those kind of fun things. But thanks most of all to the athletes, the officials, and the coaches in Tokyo, our friends in the media, and most especially to you, our viewers, who support us. Please pass this on to your friends. Please get them to like us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Really important. It's how we get those shekels and those Bitcoins, okay? Anyway, talk to you soon. Stay safe. Keep that mask in the car and work out and hydrate, okay? Talk to you soon.